Hello and welcome back to another exciting video of class 3 EVS. And now the another activity we are going to do is observe the picture shown here and answer few questions. Now this is a very nice image, one of my favorite movie, and recently I have downloaded it also, and I watch it occasionally, and when I'm having a family time, that time also I watch this movie. This is one of my favorite movie. The movie name you can read. Movie name is Tanaji the Unsung Warrior. Okay, so two pictures are here. These are actually the poster images of this movie. So you have to watch it carefully, and I'm gonna ask you some questions. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the first is, what is the name of the movie? Answer I have already given. The name of the movie is Tanaji the Unsung Warrior. Then the second question is, what was shown in that movie? What was shown actually? So in that movie starts with Tanaji Malusare, who is the commander in chief of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's army, okay, and he's a good friend of Shivaji Maharaj also. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is a good friend of him. So his Tanaji Malusare has a son. His name is Raiba, and when he goes to our Raja Mr. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj to invite for a wedding, but he get to know that our army is going to have war with Udaybhan Singh Rathore. He was the opposition commander, okay, he was a commander over there, opposition commander, okay. So the war was for the fort of Kondhana, okay. So it is very nice movie. If you have not seen, you watch it with your family once, okay. It's a nice movie, but the basic, it is a war between Udaybhan Singh Rathore and our commander Tanaji Malusare, which is fought for the fort of Kondhana, okay. So when did it happen? It happened on February 4th February 1670. We were not even born, not our family members. Many of किसी के भी फैमिली मेंबर उस वक्त नहीं होंगे, okay. But how we get to know about that? How we get to know about that event? So we get to know about that event from that movie. So how they prepared that movie? The director or the writer who has written that movie or who has made that movie, how he had made, okay, how he had done that work. So he has read a lot of books. He gone through many paper evidence, and he gone through our past events, okay. So the events which are shown in that particular movie, which are already happened, those are not our present event, those are our past events. So those events are already happened, so those are our past. That is our past event, means that is our past. And who informs us about these events? So history informs us about this event. Now you will tell me, what is this history? So history is the study of a past event. With whatever happens, जो कल भी हुआ, that is history. So history is the study of past event. So we learnt about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and his war techniques, his fight techniques, because of the written material or the material which is available in our history. The historians have already written it. Okay, so history means what? History is the study of our past events. Understood? Repeat after me. History is the study of past events. Yes. So whichever the events happen in our past comes under history, and the person who studies this history or these past events are called historians. Who we have learnt another term, we had learnt cartographer. The person who prepares map are called cartographer, okay. The person who studies history, the person who studies our past event are called historians, okay. So Purandare Sahib okay, the very famous, well-known name for our Maratha Empire history, who wrote many stanzas, articles, and he wrote many pavadas, okay, on the life of our Shivaji Maharaj, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So he is also one historian. So who is the historian? Historian is a person who studies history or who studies a past event. He is called historian. Understood? Very good. Now we are going to learn about timeline. Okay, but before that you tell me what is mean by time. Time की कोई definition है क्या? नहीं, but we can make a definition, a simple definition, an ongoing मतलब ये चल रहा है, continuous sequence of event, ongoing, continuously कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा है, this is the time. Okay, the time is, this is the meaning of a time, not actual definition. Okay, don't get confused. So ongoing and continuous sequence of events is called time. Okay, so time के लिए unit कौन से है? We have learnt units, measurement units of a time. We have seconds, we have minutes, we have hour. Okay, these are the basic unit. So how many seconds is equal to 1 minute? So 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. Then we have hour, that is, someone may pronounce hour. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, when we combine 24 hours together, we have 1 day. We have already learnt in our previous lesson. Okay, solar day, that is 24 hours. When we combine 365 days, we get 1 year. Sometimes we combine 366 years also because of leap year. Yes. When we combine 10 years together, it becomes 10 years. A bunch of 10 years is called a decade. 1 decade. When we combine 10 decades together, 10 into 10, that will become 100, that is 1 century. And when we combine 10 centuries together, we will have 1 millennium. And in 1 millennium, we don't have any warrior, a great personality like Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, because no one has born like him. Okay, so apart from that, this is some units of measurement. 60 seconds 1 minute, 60 minutes 1 hour, 24 hours 1 day, 365 days 1 year, 10 years 1 decade, 10 decades 1 century, 10 centuries 1 millennium. This is the units of time. Understood? Very nice. Now timeline. What is timeline? So timeline is a horizontal line. You might have learnt number line. Okay, you might have number line, you might have learnt now. So it is like a same. So this is a number line, a straight line with numbers placed on it. So this is a number line. 0 to 20 numbers are written over there. Okay, actually this slide should be before 2 slides. Okay, let's so number line is a straight line on which numbers are placed on equal interval, equal distance पे नंबर एक दूसरे के पास में से रखे हुए होते हैं. So here is an example of number line which is of how many numbers? Which is of 0 to 20 numbers. 0 to 20 numbers are there. So it starts from zeros and ends on 20, and each number have a same distance, same equal distance it is having. So number line you have already learnt in your mathematics, in lower classes, also in your past classes, history classes. Not means history means your second standard maths classes, okay, or first standard maths classes. Now, so what is a timeline? So timeline is a representation of events over a period of time. जैसे नंबर लाइन होती है ना, उसी जगह पे नंबर की जगह पे एक पर्टिकुलर ईयर दिया जाता है या फिर पर्टिकुलर नंबर दिया जाता है. So which represents event over a period of time. So what is the definition of a timeline? A timeline is a representation of events over a period of a time. Okay, representation of what? Event over a period of time. जो period में हो गया, that will be arranged on one particular line, that will be your timeline. Now why timeline is important? Because it's easy way to remember when that event happened, when that happens. Like suppose you draw one line you write in 2020 you are in third standard, so in 2029 you will be in second standard, in 2018 you will be in first standard, in 2017 you will be in Podar Jumbo Kids or in nursery classes and all that. So it will be easy for us to understand. So who uses this? Historians uses this timeline to display different events. So who is historians? Historian is a person who studies a history or who studies past events. So all events are arranged in a chronological order. Chronological order means the way they will happen. Okay, and this will help us, means when that event happened, or when that period was there, after how many years next period happened or next event happened, this we get to know. So a new word has come, that is chronological. Chronological means what? The order in which event happened. Chronology मतलब क्या होगा? जिस हिसाब से वो हो गया. Okay, so chronology of days. First Monday will come, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So this is the chronology, means order of the events. That is the chronology. Understood? Very nice. Number line, as I already instructed, this is the number line, and accordingly now you see this is a timeline. Same number line was there, numbers are there, here also numbers are there, but in the center we have a 0 in number line. From 0 to right we have positive numbers, that plus 1, 2, 3, 4, and in left side we have negative numbers like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay, so below that we have our timeline, but we don't have a 0. Why we don't have a 0? Because our timeline starts by the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, on 25th of December we celebrated the birth of Christmas we celebrate, that is the birth of Christ. So from that day our timeline started. Okay, so our timeline is divided into two sections. One is AD and another one is BC. So timeline looks same like a number line. It is divided into two parts, which are those two parts? BC and AD. BC is towards the left side and AD is towards the right side. So center is the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, so that is marked 0, but actually 0 is not present over there. Okay, the timeline before the Jesus Christ is called BC, that is BC means before Christ. Before Christ means when Christ was not there, means when Christ was not born. That उसके पहले वाले जो भी years, whichever years we will be counting, that will be BC, like before Christ. Before, समझो Christ के पहले का हमें 10 साल पकड़ने, तो what we will be counting? 10 BC. 10 BC years means 10 before Christ years. So the time before the birth of Jesus Christ is called BC. BC means before Christ. Christ means Jesus Christ. Therefore the very first year before the Christ is written as BC. मतलब इधर वाला कौन सा हो गया? 1 BC, 2 BC, 3 BC, 4 BC, 5 BC. जहां तक जाना है वहां पे जा सकता है, जहां तक आप हिस्ट्री पढ़ सकते हो वहां तक क्या हो जाएगा? ये BC ही आ जाएगा. Okay, and the time after the birth of Jesus is known as AD. AD means what? Anno Domini. Anno Domini means what? Anno Domini means in the year of our Lord. Means Christian के लिए क्या है? Jesus Christ is the Lord. So they have taken that word, that is AD means Anno Domini means in the year of our Lord. So the first year, जिस year में Jesus Christ का birth हो गया, that is written as 1 AD. क्योंकि हम जब पैदा होते हैं वहां से हमारी उम्र शुरू हो जाती है, 1 महीना, 2 महीने, 3 महीने, 4 महीने, 5 महीने, फिर 1 साल हो जाता है. हम ऐसे कहते हैं क्या? मैं 0 years का हूं. We don't say that I am of 0 years. We say I am of this many months, I am of this many months, this many years we say. So this calendar starts from the birth of Jesus Christ. Therefore in our timeline 0 is not there. Okay, so our timeline starts at 1 AD to the right and 1 BC to the left, means its center is 1 AD. Understood? So once again we will recapitulate. Timeline is the same like our number line, which is divided into two parts. One is AD, another one is BC. BC stands for before Christ, means before the birth of Christ, and AD means Anno Domini. Anno Domini means in the year of our Lord, means जहां पे हमारे Lord, हमारे भगवान पैदा हो गए, that is Jesus Christ, that is called AD. So our timeline will start from 1 AD. 1 AD से right में जो भी जाएंगे वो बढ़ते बढ़ते जाएगा, और BC में भी क्या हो जाएगा, बढ़ते बढ़ते जाएगा. Understood? Now we will learn what is this BC is actually about. So BC years are counted backwards. Backwards मतलब हम क्या करते हैं, पहले 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10 ऐसा 100 बड़ा हो जाता है. 100 is a bigger one. So likewise when we go to the left, 1 2 3 4 5 minus, so that will be a far from us. Means 150 BC means Christ पैदा होने से 150 साल पहले, means we count is an backward. BC we count backward, it is before Christ. For example, we have given here, we have two events which has happened 100 BC and 150 BC. So पहले कौन सा आएगा, 100 BC will come because it is closer to AD. It is closer to AD. AD के लिए 1 AD के लिए closer कौन है, 100 BC is a closer. So 100 BC will come first and then 150 BC will come. Okay, understood? It is shown on the timeline also. Now if we are talking about AD, which is counted forward, जो हम regular count करते हैं उसी तरह से number line की तरह ये count हो जाएगा. Suppose one event is there here, 1 AD से 100 AD, 100 AD से 200 AD. So suppose we have one event that is of 100 AD and 150 AD. So which will come first? 100 AD will come first and then 150 AD will come. Like when we got independence in 1947. So that will be counted as 1947 AD, means Anno Domini, means in the year of our Lord. Understood? Very nice. You all are clever and intelligent students. Okay. Now, if you have seen Google images or Google data of some historians, they have also mentioned some BCE and CE also. So what is this BCE and CE? So BCE is also called as before Christ era or before Christian era or before common era also it is called. Before Christian era, era means time period, era means time period, okay. Before Christian era or before common era, जो हम पहले BC यूज करते थे before Christ, so before Christ की जगह पे क्या यूज करते हैं अभी, BCE, that is before Christian era or it is also called before common era. And AD की जगह पे CE यूज करते हैं, that is Christian era or common era. So don't get confused, CE and AD is the same, BC and BCE is same. BC stands for before Christ, BCE stands for before Christian era or before common era. AD stands for Anno Domini and CE stands for Christian era or common era. Understood? Very nice. Now we will understand this by some example. Like कलिंगा वॉर वॉज देयर ना, कलिंगा वॉर सम्राट अशोक का आपने देखा होगा मूवी, उसमें देखा है आपने, कलिंगराज जो की एक किंग होता है कलिंगा का, वहाँ पे उनके साथ में वो वॉर हो जाती है, फिर उसमें मोर देन 1.5 लाख 2 लाख इधर के सैनिक मर जाते हैं, उधर के भी मर जाते हैं. तो फिर वो पूरा खून खून देख के ने सम्राट अशोका क्या होते हैं, उन्हें दिल से बुरा लगता है एंड ही left all his empire and all that and he accepted a religion and then he became a monk and all that. Yep, history है, आप पढ़ सकते हो. So that happened, okay. So Kalinga war happened in the year 261 BCE. BCE means before Christian era. So this means that war has started 261 years before Jesus Christ के birth के पहले. Okay, Understood it? Now we got independence in 1947. So this means we got independence after 1947 years of Jesus Christ. That is 1947. We got republic. We became republic in 1950. अभी 26 जनवरी आएगा ना, 26 January. So that is celebrated as our Republic Day. So exactly that is written as the CE, Common Era, means India became republic after 1950 years of after the birth of Christ. Understood? या फिर we fought war against our neighboring country Pakistan, and we won also. Okay, so that war was fought in the year 1965 CE. So this means we won that war after 1965 years after the birth of Jesus Christ. Understood? Yes. Now, but suppose अभी हमें पता है 1947 में हम इंडिपेंडेंट हो गए, या फिर 1950 को हम क्या हो गए, रिपब्लिक हो गए. बट व्हाट इफ वी डोंट नो करेक्ट डेट ऑफ एन इवेंट, हमें पता ही नहीं एग्जैक्टली कब हुआ वो. सो फॉर दैट व्हाट वी डू, वी यूज अ डिफरेंट सेपरेट टर्म. इट इज कॉल्ड सिरका. क्या? सिरका. सिरका, सिरका बाल बोलते हैं ना, लाइक दैट, सिरका. Okay, so when the correct date of an event is unknown, हमें पता नहीं है एक्चुअली कब है, that time we use this term सिरका, and उसका शॉर्ट फॉर्म में हम क्या यूज करते हैं, सी. मीन्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमें कहना है कि 2400 BCE पहले एक कोई तो एक मॉन्क या साधु हो गया था, फिर कोई तो राजा हो गया था, बहुत अच्छा था, तो हमें एग्जैक्टली पता नहीं है. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी यूज सी 2400 BCE because before, not exactly. Okay, so circa is a Latin word and which means approximately, मतलब आसपास. Okay, approximately 2400 before Christian era, साल पहले वहां पे कुछ तो हुआ था. So this is the term circa is all about. Understood? Now one nice activity is given in our book. Arrange the following events on a timeline. Here you have to prepare a timeline, and some events are given, like in 1786 Richard Arkwright invented steam engine. In 326 BC, okay, before Christian era, Alexander attacked India. Okay, or in 1630 CE, means Common Era, birth of our Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, then 468 BC, death of Vardhaman Mahavira, who is the founder of Jainism. Okay, then in 1916 Common Era, the first Indian women's university was started after 1916 years of birth of the Jesus Christ. In 567 BC, birth of Gautam Buddha took place. So we have to arrange them on a timeline. So here we have prepared one timeline. In a center, that is a 0. Okay, that will be a 1 AD will be the birth of a Christ, and in the right side we will have our CE area, CE years, that is Anno Domini or Common Era, and in the left side we have before Christ or before Christian era. So 326 will come to the left side first, which is 326 BC, means Alexander attacked India. Then 468 BC, death of Vardhaman Mahavira, and then 567 BC, birth of Gautam Buddha. Okay, to the right we have 1630 C, birth of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Then 1786 we have Richard Arkwright invented steam engine, and then 1916 first Indian women university was started. If we will go further, 1947 we got independence. We will go furthermore, 1950 we became a republic. So this is the timeline. Okay, this was about timeline. So I hope you have understood whatever the topic taught, and you will be ready with your workbooks and textbook exercises. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.